Welcome to Parks in Paradise. I'm John McCarthy. Sarasota is famous for its beaches, and some are more well-known than others. At the north end of Lido Key is a special beach that is yet to be discovered by residents and visitors. Through the efforts of local governments, residents, and volunteers, wildlife habitats are being enhanced while public access is being improved. Let's visit this local jewel and meet the people who are making a difference in our park system.
The park features a real nice loop trail that takes you both onto the beach as well as along the bayside, and as well as right down the middle of the spine of the park, which essentially is a barrier backbone, barrier island type of geologic condition. The trails provide biking, hiking opportunities for everyone who come to the park. The project started actually back in the late 70s when the management plan was written and adopted by the city and the county for this site. The many different habitats that we have here. Where we started out was on the open beach and in the dune system, which is to my right. We had litter and debris. We also had a number of non-native plants that were growing out here, mainly beach napaca, once you get on the open beach. And so we initially came out and removed the beach napaca. We had volunteers remove the litter. And what you see now on the beach is all native. It's all native vegetation. It's all belongs here. It's supposed to be here. This is again one of the finest examples of beach dune and public ownership in the county. New technology came out, which enabled us to remove some of the non-native plants in a much more efficient and cost-effective way. So now that we're using this new technology, we've been successful in removing 95% of the Brazilian pepper. We've removed 50% of the Australian pine. And as we go forward into year 5 of the project, the estuary program, National Estuary Program, we're getting permits now, dredge and fill permits from the state to actually create and improve some of the bayside habitats.
What we'd like to do is we look at historical aerials and we see what was here, hundreds of years ago, and try to recreate that type of habitat. And so in this case, we're planning on creating approximately 3.6 acres of eventually it'll be mangrove wetlands, forested wetlands. Ultimate goal is to restore habitat to what it was previously. Primarily in this instance it'll be forested mangrove, and that'll provide additional habitat for wildlife. It's very important, it's very critical for nursery fish species, and also just for the general public. This is a park that's very accessible. It will be even more enticing to come out here once it's all constructed and the plants have come in.
Our law enforcement partners who informed us of some illegal activities that were happening here at the park, that when we partnered, we found that if we reopened the park up, removed some of the non-native plants, we could both provide increased public access and recreational opportunities, as well as quell and limit any of the illegal activities that were occurring.
Well, in order to really solve the problem, you have to attack it from every angle. I mean, you've got to have buy-in from people that are using the park on a normal basis, that your intentions are good. The neighborhood, as in the past, there's been some attempts to clean up the park that have failed and haven't followed through. We wanted to assure them that we were going to carry this project through to the end. And then we had to go out and look for the resources that we needed to get the job done. And I went to George in the county. He contacted me and we sat down and kind of formulated a plan. The county provided some funding. Our city provided some funding through a cleanup program we have to eliminate areas that attract homeless and transients into public parks. And we're also seeking grant money right at the moment to continue, and we've also got some grant money approved through the Bays and Estuaries program to complete the project. The wildlife out here has increased. You can see it where you never could see it before, and we've actually increased the natural habitat for some of the animals out here that weren't finding the food sources or the habitat they needed to live, have now have it restored to them. We're trying to find to make it a user-friendly park. We're not. This park was not intended in any way for picnics. It was not intended in any way for any heavy human traffic. It's a nature park, and we want to return it to where people can come up within an urban environment and enjoy the nature park and feel safe about it. The neighbors, the county, and the city, and a lot of volunteer work went into getting the park cleaned up.
I'm out here because I live here on Lido, and I'm interested in seeing the natural areas be brought back to as close to their original state as possible. The invasive species in Florida is a real problem, not only here but everywhere, and I'm trying to just do my little part to help.
We do have volunteer days out here. I do try to advertise that to the neighborhood associations to come out, give a couple hours. This is your park, this is your neighborhood. We've started the project and we'd like to turn it over to the residents to finish it and to be part of it from now on.
It's a very unique site. It's very rare in terms of, here we are right in the middle of Sarasota with a 70-acre beach preserve that's 5 minutes from downtown.
North Lido Park is just one example of many diverse parks and recreation spots in Sarasota County. So the next time you're browsing the shops on St. Armand Circle, take a stroll around North Lido Park. You won't be disappointed. For more information on North Lido Park or any parks in Sarasota County, just visit our website at scgov.net or give us a call at 861-5000. With Parks in Paradise, I'm John McCarthy. See you next time.